Okay, so my name is Vicky Robinson. I'm a community physiotherapist and I work for the Community Assessment and Rehabilitation team. We're based in Bromley, and a lot of patients that we actually see at home are people who have fallen and have ended up in hospital, or we're trying to keep them out of hospital. Falls are actually the leading cause of hospital admissions in the UK amongst older adults, and 1 in 3 of people over the age of 65 will have a fall at some point in their lives. So I'm here today to talk to you about, give you some tips about how to prevent falls in the home and keep yourself safe. Most falls do happen in the home, often because we're carrying out our everyday activities without really concentrating on the environment around us. There are some really simple tips and steps that you can take to minimise the risk of falls in the home and keep yourself safer. So start by looking around at the outside of your home. Look at your pathways. Do you have any uneven paving stones, any moss or algae build-up? If so, see if you can get a family member or a friend to help you clear the path and get rid of any obstacles. In icy conditions especially, be very careful on your pathways, and if necessary, use salt or salty sand when you're going outside. And if you have a particularly high step up to your front door, consider whether you'd benefit from an additional step or perhaps an extra grab rail. Once you get inside the home, have a look around at your floors. Do you have any rugs or carpets that are frayed or rucked up that may well cause you to trip? Where possible, maybe try and remove the rugs or stick things down with double-sided tape or non-stick matting. And look around on the floor, and if you have objects which don't really need to be there, shoes, magazines, books, try and keep things up off the floor and make sure you have a nice clear pathway from A to B. And also be aware of cords from telephones and lampshades. Try and keep cords and wires round to the edge of the house, so again you're not going to trip over them as you're walking around. In your kitchen, consider items that you use every day. Try and keep them in cupboards that are at an easy to reach height to avoid you having to overstretch or climb up on things to get them. If you do have to reach up to a high cupboard, make sure that you're on an actual step ladder and you're not climbing up on wobbly chairs or stools. In the bathroom, non-slip mats are very useful in the bath or shower, and if you need support getting in and out of the bath, shower or the toilet, then again consider an additional rail on a wall might be very useful. A lot of falls happen at night time when we wake up disorientated and we're finding our way in the dark. So in your bedroom, make sure that you have a lamp that's nearby so you can easily reach it to switch on, or a light switch. And night lights are also very useful to light your way in the dark. So, take a look at your stairs. Again, make sure you keep items off the stairs. If you have any carpet on the stairs, make sure that it's firmly stuck down. And if you have any uneven or loose steps, then again, ask a family member, see if they can help you fix them. Make sure your stairs are adequately lit. Consider maybe having a lamp at the top or the bottom of the stairs to keep them well lit. And night lights can also be very useful. And then finally, with the stairs, just make sure that with your rails, they are all firmly fitted and not loose at all. And if you only have the one rail, perhaps consider getting an additional rail put in on the other side, ideally that could run the whole length of the stairs. So, as well as keeping the home environment safe, I'll give you a few pointers about other risk factors for falls, other things that you might be able to easily change. For example, if you're on medication, especially more than 4 at one time, it's a good idea to get your GP to review these medications, as a lot of them can give you unwanted side effects such as dizziness or drowsiness, and sometimes when combined with other medications. With regards to your footwear, make sure that you're wearing adequate footwear that's well covered, so good slippers and shoes, and try and avoid open back shoes where possible. If you struggle with laces, then switch over to Velcro fastenings. Glasses, if you wear glasses, and you make sure you get regular yearly checkups, because your good vision is key to keeping your balance, especially when you're out in unfamiliar environments. And then finally, from a physio point of view, keeping your muscles strong and flexible is really key to keeping your balance and keeping you safe. So have a look in your local area about what classes might be available. Low intensity exercise such as Tai Chi, swimming, or even seated exercise classes can be very beneficial. And if you have had falls in the past and you're worried about your balance, go to your GP and he may be able to get you a referral to a local physiotherapy service who can do an individualised assessment and set you up with a class, exercises that are catered to you that you can do at home. So bearing all this in mind, unfortunately some falls are unavoidable, and just to finish off, I'll just give you a few tips what to do if you do end up having a fall at home. Number one, first of all, don't panic. Stay calm, because you may be in shock and you may be injured. If you stay calm though, you're much more likely to think clearer. If you find yourself down on the floor and you're unable to move, first thing is make sure that you keep warm. So it's handy to have towels, rugs or dressing gowns nearby, and keep your hands and feet moving. And the first thing you want to do is get attention. So if you don't have a pendant alarm, which you can get that you wear around your neck or your wrist, it's useful to have a mobile phone in your pocket with you as you're walking around, or a phone that's placed just on the edge of the living area somewhere. Otherwise, just try and bang down on any floors or walls or doors to get attention from your neighbours. If you are able to move and you feel you want to try and get yourself back up, best idea is to shuffle over on your bottom or your hands and knees over to a chair, sofa, or the bottom of the stairs, and hopefully if you can get onto your hands and knees, you can then use your hands to crawl your way up and onto your feet. After that, ideally sit yourself down and calm down before carrying on with your everyday activities, or if you need to get help, then make sure you're staying safe and you're staying warm, and then call for help. So I hope these tips have been helpful, and stay safe.